Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to The Law and Life. I'm your lawyer, Patrick McGeehan, and I am your best friend at your worst time. We have all kinds of stuff going on in South Florida today. We had a Sunrise police sergeant arrested yesterday. He turned himself in to authorities on a warrant. If you remember this case, you may have seen it in the news about last November. He got in a little trouble with another officer. His name is Chris Pullease. That's his picture up there. He's a 21-year veteran of the Sunrise Police Department. Let me show you the body camera video of what went on. You see the sergeant there grabbing another officer by the neck and pushing her back. Well, the story behind it is officers from Sunrise Police Department were making an arrest. The subject was resisting and fighting. They got him subdued, handcuffed, and in the car. And then in one of those, why did you think this was legal, or why would you do something like that moments, the good sergeant decides it's a good idea to jump in the car with the handcuffed prisoner, put mace in his face. He didn't spray him, but he put the mace canister in his face and start threatening him about how he was going to beat the soul out of his body. This officer on the scene, who was not identified, was also involved in the arrest. She comes up behind the sergeant and pulls him back, which is exactly what she should have done, and the other officers should have done that too. She pulls him back. He turns around and grabs her by the throat and rushes her back. And you can see how much smaller she is than him. Let me tell you, man, this is unacceptable. There's cops that, a sergeant did that to them, there would be a fight in the street. You take those kinds of things out behind the station, you don't do them on scenes. I pissed off plenty of sergeants, and I know they wanted to choke me, but actually choking an officer, completely unacceptable. Anyway, they arrested the sergeant and they charged him with one count of battery on a law enforcement officer, no bond, which is really different because I've never seen a battery on a police officer with a no bond. This is the first time I'm seeing that. They charge him with tampering with evidence. The battery on the police officer, of course, is for turning around and grabbing the neck of the female police officer. They charge him with one count of tampering with evidence. Apparently, according to the arrest affidavit, there was something with a cell phone involved, and he tried to erase something off a cell phone or something. They charge him with assault on a police officer, again for the female, and then the fourth count is assault. That's assault on the prisoner because he got in the car, verbally threatened the prisoner, and pointed the mace can at her, or the pepper spray can at her. But anyway, this is the case. I'm sure because of the publicity, it's no bond, but you usually do not see no bonds with these types of charges. They usually come with standard bonds. Anyway, they issued an arrest warrant. The sergeant turned himself in, went before a judge, and was released. I believe it was the next day. Anyway, the reporters chased him out of the jail and he sped off in his lawyer's vehicle. But there's always one guy on the squad that you work with, and people usually know who it is, that can just come on the scene when you get everything, you get a tense situation or emotional situation calm down. There's always that one guy or girl that can come on the scene and just make everything fall apart. And that's obviously the sergeant here. I mean, if he was my sergeant, I would request a transfer or something. Anyway, so his case is pending in Broward County, Florida. I'll keep you updated on any news and information that comes out of the case. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe and share with all your friends. Thank you for the time that you spend with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.